Honestly, the cost implication is very huge to the federal government. As we can see, we have to provide them a lot of services, medical services. We have to transport them back to their various states. We have to feed them, keep those of them that cannot go today. We have to hotel them, and so on and so forth. So it is a huge cost to the federal government. The mandate of NEMA, as you see me here, I'm the Director of Search and Rescue, to bring quick intervention to Nigerians who needed assistance. And we also have the mandate to educate Nigerians. But on these particular issues, we encourage states and the National Orientation Agency to do more of this job, because their mandate fits into this properly, to educate the Nigerian citizens, particularly these young girls, on the danger of crossing the desert with the hope of reaching Europe, and eventually they will not reach Europe. They get stranded, some of them die and come back. Those who manage to come back, they come with illness, and you can see. So I think the National Orientation Agency should do much of this job.
Okay, so how many?
Okay, I think we have about a rough number of 150 on this particular flight. 150? Yes.
We can see that some of them are even...
Yes, like some of them are sick, and then we understand we have about 7 of them who have mental disorder.
What about children?
Number of children, unless I can see 1 or 2 backing children, but when we look into the manifest, we'll be able to tell you the number of children. But I can see, yeah.
Tell us about the voluntary migration. Do they have to go and campaign to Nigerians there to come home or something?
Well, since I've not been there, and they say voluntary, that means the person might have submitted himself to the appropriate authority, telling the authority that we want to come back home, but we don't have the means. So can you help us? So that is a voluntary repatriation.
What for me? What do you want to say to me?
The best daughter, we love you.
You love your Dr. Zakaria, right?
Yeah. So please, the pregnant mother we left behind, please take care of her very well.
We will.
Don't allow anything to happen to her. Let her die. If you fall down, we will die now.
Yes, there are many repatriations. I think we've had flights going to Mali, we had flights to Burkina Faso, Senegal.
Charters straight away. Once we had a number of passengers, 120, 130, we will provide a charter and we try to make it as soon as possible. With all the challenges without electricity in Libya, when there's a lot of militias and there's no authority control over them, and cash flow, there's no liquidity. You cannot take your money from the banks. So there's a lot of struggle to make any plane come here in Nigeria or another other place. There's a lot of struggle, and sometimes there's no communication. We are locked inside Libya, and we cannot connect to other world. Sometimes I cannot send an email and tell what's going on here or there, and things get postponed and things so on. Hopefully things get better and we can help those people and bring them back to their home and with their families and close ones, and feel more safe and enjoying their citizenship in their country. There is militia wander around. It's not like the authority. Look, if someone is not Libyan citizen, want to go to the hospital, sometimes he get detained, sometimes he get captured, sometimes by these army groups.
I want it very well.
Look at that.
Welcome home. Welcome home. You know what I did?
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
It was a friend that helped me to Libya to assist me of my good health, everything. But reaching Libya, it was work of Harabu, which means cleaning of the house, doing other duties. But latterly, they start beating me, maltreating me because of food, nothing, not clothes. If they bought clothes for you, they will collect it back from you. They will say you are not what to wear the clothes, you are not where to wear anything. You came back. So when I see the suffering, and I asked for deportation because I can't bear it anymore. I went there for my own survival because I've passed out my secondary school, nobody to help me again. I wish to learn work, I wish to go back to school, but nobody to help. So I have to fight for my own good.
And what are other Nigerians doing there?
I don't know. I can't say because many people will ask for children to come. Even though it's blood brother or sister, I would like to beg the parents not to allow your children leave your premises because they will say they will train you to school, they will give you everything you want, but later drop you in prostitution work or Arabu work. So I will beg the parents not to allow the children to leave their premises.
Now, was it Libya they told you that they are taking you to or other?
They told me they are going to take me to Italy, but finally I landed myself in Libya. Immediately the person just crossed and left me in Libya.
You went by road? Or
by road.
How many months did it take you to get there?
It took me 1 month plus.
So how many months have you stayed in Libya?
Making it 4 months plus now that I stay in Libya.
So if you have any opportunity, would you go back there?
No, I won't.
So you are ready to stay in Nigeria?
I'm ready to stay with my people, but the help of my governor, please, should provide job for us. I'm from Ondo.
Plus all this change. I'm hungry. Why not? Thank you.
And 6 months inside prison. So many things happen. Many of us contact some sickness. Although thank God that the God can help us. So just like that, I'm not story day. I don't feel just like that. Now the day when we entered Tripoli, now that day the carry us go inside prison direct. So they hunt black like as they hunt animal for Libya, just like that. I not really go Libya. Say I want to go Libya. So I want to go. I want to travel before. So that's it. Italy. That was everything. Huh? I go and work now. Yes, of course.
What kind of trade do you
Driver.
driver?
Yes.
Okay, so did you get the job?
When I not reach Italy, when I not reach there, I not reach there now. I not reach my destination now.
Immediately you got to Libya, you got detained, and then you're back to Nigeria.
Yes.
That's your story.
Yes.
How many of you did you find in
We are more than only Nigerian people. We are about 50 something. Some escape. At least from 18 now. And women is about they are about 190 something or 100 something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that.
How did you get to Libya?
From desert now.
No, who took you?
I go there on my own.
Oh, you went there on your own?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us through your desert journey.
It's very stressful now. Very, very stressful. We spend 1 week before we get to Sabah. Then we spend another 1 week again before we get to Tripoli. That's about 2 weeks plus. Just in the middle of desert. Inside desert. When we are just God.
Okay, now that you are back, what will you tell other people who are waiting who want to take up?
No, I cannot advise anybody may go. Because the journey is very, not because they will advise person may go. I'm a driver now, yes, I have my own boss. Yes.
Let's come inside. Let's come inside.
I don't wear that.